This video is education purpose only. Myself, Dr. A.N. Jagdale, Head Department of Chemistry, and today I am going to talk on some important terms in coordination chemistry. In last lecture, we have seen some important terms, means what is coordinate bond, central metal atom, central metal ion, simple salt, double salt, complex compound, and comparison points between double salt and complex compound. Today we are going to see some important terms. First one is complex ion. Complex ion is charge entity. Either it is positive or negative, and generally on central metal atom or ion, here charges are there, or on complex there is a charge, and that entity is known as complex ion. They are either positive or negative. Example is, suppose there is a formation of Fe, here CN6 3 minus. Then second complex ion is, suppose there is a formation of Cu, here NH3 2 plus complex ion. Both are complex ion. First one is negative complex ion, means charge on complex is negative 3 minus, and second is positive, here charge on this complex is positive. This is in cationic form and this is in anionic form. And you know that charges are due to the presence of ligands, what type of ligands are there, and complex ion charges depend upon the ligands. Here charge on this complex ion is 3 minus. A reason is that here on every cyanide there is a -1, total 6 cyanide ions are there, and here charge on iron is +3, and therefore charge on this complex ion is negative, that is 3 minus. In second example, CuNH3 2 plus, here NH3 ligands are neutral, and on every ligand there is a 0 charge. Here total charges is equal to 0, and charge on copper is equal to 2 plus, therefore charge on complex ion is 2 plus. And both are the examples of complex ions. This is a negative complex ion and this is a positive complex ion, and these are the complex ions. Next one is, here you know that what is mean by coordination number. The number of ligands that are directly attached to the central metal atom or ion is known as coordination number. Example is, suppose there is a formation of here PT Cl6 2 minus complex ion. In this complex ion, 6 chloride ligands are directly attached to the platinum metal ion, and therefore coordination number of this complex ion is equal to 6. In this complex ion again, coordination number is equal to 6. Reason is 6 cyanide ligands are directly attached to the Fe3 plus ion. But in this complex ion positive, CuNH3 2 plus, 4 ligands of NH3 are directly attached to this Cu2 plus ion, and here coordination number is equal to 4. There are some complexes in which ligands are either bidentate, tridentate, tetradentate or pentadentate. Example is, suppose there is a formation of Cr En thrice 3 plus. In this complex ion, 3 ethylene diamine ligands are directly attached to this Cr3 plus, charge on complex metal ion is equal to 3 plus. Here ethylene diamine is bidentate ligand, and the structure of ethylene diamine is, here is CH2, then NH2 and NH2. On every nitrogen there is a lone pair of electron, and that lone pair of electron is donated to the metal or metal ion, and it is called as a bidentate ligand, and it forms 2 coordinate bonds. Therefore, in this complex ion, every ligand forms 2 bonds total 3 ligands are there. Here 6 bonds are formed and coordination number for this complex is equal to 6. And that is the second important term in coordination chemistry. What is meant by coordination number? Then next point is charge on complex ion. Next point is charge or charge determination on complex ion. Here charge on complex or complex ion. Charge on complex ion is depend upon what type of ligands are directly attached to the central metal atom, or they are either inside the square bracket or outside the square bracket. Example is, suppose there is a formation of Fe here F6 3 minus complex ion. 3 minus is the charge on complex ion, and this charge depend upon what type of ligands are present, means they are directly attached to the central metal atom or ion and charge on the metal ion. And actually it is algebraic sum, and sum is equal to the charge, that is equal to -3. On this complex ion, charge is equal to -3. Then there are 6 fluoride ligands. On every ligand there is a -1 charge. Here plus -1 multiplied by 6. These are the charges for the 6 ligand, and suppose this is +3. Therefore total is equal to +3 minus 6, that is equal to -3. +6 minus +3 minus 6 is equal to -3. Means charge on any complex or complex ion depends upon the what type of ligands are there, then what is the charge on central metal ion, and the sum of these two is equal to charge on the complex. Example is, next example, here suppose there is a formation of NiCO4. In this complex, charge on complex is equal to 0, means algebraic sum is equal to 0. And here this is carbonyl ligand, charge is equal to 0. Total 4 ligands are there, 0 multiplied by 4, and here nickel is again 0. Therefore 0 is equal to 0. Charge on nickel is equal to 0. These ligands 4 carbonyl groups, they have also 0 charge, and total is equal to 0 is equal to 0. Suppose again there is a formation of here CO, then NH3, here 5, and there is Cl2. There is Cl2. Here this is a complex compound. In this complex compound there is a formation of here CONH3 2 plus twice of Cl minus. Twice of Cl minus. Here 5 ligands are directly attached. Here total is equal to 2 plus. Here this is equal to 0 and this is equal to +2. Therefore +2 is charge on cobalt metal ion. Charge is equal to 2 plus. Means charge on complex or complex ion is determined. The charge is equal to the whatever ligands are attached and numerical charge present on central metal atom or ion, and in this way there is a determination of charge on various types of complex compounds and complex ions. Next one is oxidation state of central metal atom or ion in coordination compound. Next point is oxidation state of central metal atom or ion. Oxidation state is algebraic sum of ligands and charge present on complex compound or complex. Example is, suppose there is a formation of PT here Cl6 2 minus. The charge on that complex is equal to -2. And algebraic, suppose you have to determine the charge on platinum, here 6 chloride ligand, on every chloride there is a -1, total 6, -6 is there, therefore here plus -6. And suppose charge on platinum is equal to X, then X is equal to -2 plus 6, therefore it is a +4, and charge on platinum is equal to +4. And it is algebraic sum. Algebraic sum is charge on this, then charge on ligands and the total, and charge on metal ion. Here charge on complex is equal to -2. Every ligand -1, 6 ligands are there, and here charge is supposed to the X. Next example is, suppose there is a formation of Fe, here CO5, that is organometallic compound of iron. Here charge on this complex is equal to 0, means total is equal to 0. Here carbonyl ligand 0, total is equal to 0, here 0 0. Therefore charge on iron is equal to X, that X is equal to 0, means X is equal to 0. Here is metal atom iron present in carbonyl compound of FeCO5. And all these are the examples of oxidation state. Here oxidation state of platinum in PtCl6 2 minus is equal to +4. Here oxidation state on iron is equal to 0 in FeCO5, and oxidation state is numerical charge on central metal atom or ion, and it is determined by algebraic sum, means charge on that complex or complex compound. Here plus to the left hand side whatever ligands are attached and their charges, and suppose that central metal is assumed as X, then X is equal to +4, and +4 is charge present in PtCl6 platinum iron, and in iron charge is equal to 0. Next point is, what is meant by first pair and second pair of complex compound? First pair and second pair. Here first pair means when ligands are directly attached to the central metal atom, it is called as first pair, and first pair is equal to coordination number. Coordination number is also known as first pair. In first pair, suppose there is formation of CO here NH36 and Cl3. In this complex compound, here 6 ligands are directly attached to the central metal ion, and it is known as a coordination number, and it is represented in square bracket. In second pair, here 3 chloride ligands are there, and when they are directly attached, not directly attached to the central metal atom, and they are represented outside the square bracket, they are known as second pair. Here first pair indicate that is equal to coordination number, and second pair is not equal to coordination number. This first pair indicates here there is a strong bonding or direct attachment of these ligands to the central metal atom or ion, and that second pair they are not directly, means weak bonding is formed there. Then what is the first pair and what is the second pair, and what are the coordinate comparison points between first pair and second pair? In first pair, here these ligands or metal ions are represented in square bracket. They are represented in square bracket. and here they are represented outside the square bracket. They are represented outside the square bracket. Second one, here coordination number is equal to first pair of that complex compound, and here coordination is not equal to the what? Second pair, because second pair ligands are represented outside the square bracket. Third one, here bond form is a strong bond in first pair. In second pair, here bond form is weak bond. Bond form is weak bond. Suppose example is there is a formation of CO. Here NH36. This is first pair, and in CO NH36 Cl3. Suppose this is again Cl3. This part is first pair of the coordination compound, and here 3 chloride ligands are in the second pair, means outside the square bracket, and these are the comparison points between first pair and second pairs of the coordination compound. Listen again. In first pair, whatever entities means central metal atom or ions, they are represented into the square bracket. Here in second pair, they are outside the square bracket. Here coordination number is equal to the first pair, means number of ligands that are directly attached. Here second pair, coordination number is not depend upon the second pair. Then the bond form in first pair by ligand is equal to strong bond, and in second pair, here bond form is weak bond. Example is suppose CONH36Cl3. In this complex compound, 6 NH3 ligands are directly attached to the CO, and they are in the first pair, and here 3 chloride ligands are not directly attached, they are outside the square bracket, they are in the second pair, and these are some comparison points between first pair and second pair of coordination compounds. Next important point is ligand. Next important point is ligand. Ligand is an electron donor group. It donates lone pair of electrons. Therefore, it is also called as Lewis base. Example is suppose NH3, then water molecule H2O, then chloride ligand, then bromide ligand, then C2O4 double minus, then ethylene diamine, pyridine. All these are the examples of ligand. What is meant by ligand? Ligand is electron donor group. It is also called as Lewis base. You know Lewis acid and Lewis base. According to the Lewis theory, acid is electron pair acceptor and base is electron pair donor. Here all these are the electron pair donor. On the basis of their donation and charges, mainly there are 3 types of ligand. One is called as a neutral ligand. First one is neutral ligand. Example is, you know that NH3 is a neutral ligand, H2O is a neutral ligand, ethylene diamine is a neutral ligand, pyridine is a neutral ligand. All these are the examples of neutral ligand. Then next here, negative ligands or negative charge ligands. They are in anionic form. Example is here Cl minus, then Br minus, then OH minus, then oxalate ion C2O4 double minus. All these are the examples of negative ligands. Then third type, positive ligands, means cation. Negative means anions, and positive charge ligand means cationic forms of ligand. Here H plus ion. Then there is NH4 plus. Then here N2 H5 plus. then NO2 plus, NO plus. All these are the examples of positive ligands, means positively charged ligands, and these are the types of ligands on the basis of their charges. Here neutral ligands means there is no charge on this ligand. Here NH3 is a neutral molecule, H2O is neutral molecule, ethylene diamine is a neutral molecule, pyridine is a neutral molecule, but they donate lone pair of electrons, therefore they are known as ligands. Here negative charge ligands are in anionic forms, means negative charges are there. Here Cl minus, Br minus, OH minus, oxalate ion C2O4 double minus, all these are the negative ligand because charge on this ligand is negative. Positive ligands means positively charged ligands. Charges are positive, H plus, NH4 plus, N2H5 plus, NO2 plus, NO plus, all these are the positive ligands. But ligands are actually classified on the basis of how much coordinate bonds are formed by ligands, and on that basis mainly there are two types of ligand. One is called as monodentate ligand, or it is also called as unidentate ligand. It is also called as unidentate ligand. When ligand donate lone pair of electrons and forms only one coordinate bond, that ligands are known as monodentate ligands, or they are also known as unidentate ligand. Here NH3 is unidentate ligand because it forms the only one coordinate bond. H2O is unidentate ligand. Chloride is unidentate ligand. Hydroxide is unidentate ligand. NO plus is unidentate ligand. They are also known as monodentate ligand, and they forms only one coordinate bond. Example is, suppose there is a formation of here Cu, then NH3 2 plus complex ion. In this complex ion, copper is central metal ion, and surrounded to the copper 4 NH3 ligands are there, and at the center position here is copper, then one NH3 group here or ligand here, second here, then third here, and fourth here. On nitrogen there is only one lone pair of electron, and it is in the first pair and represented as 2 plus, and they forms the only one bond. Therefore all NH3 ligands are known as monodentate ligand or unidentate ligand. There are some ligands, they forms the bridge bond in between two metal or metal ions, that ligands are called as bridge ligands. Example is, suppose there is a formation of dimer of aluminium, it is represented as Al2Cl6. In Al2Cl6, two aluminium metal ions, they bridge to the chloride ligand. Here is a Cl, and this type of bridging is occur, and at that time this chloride ligand acts as a bridge, therefore it is called as bridge ligand. Second example is, suppose there is a formation of diborane B2S6. It is also dimer, and there are two hydrogen bridge in between the two boron, and these ligands are at that time known as bridge bonding ligand. Next one is ambidentate ligand. In ambidentate ligand, the bonding of atoms in a ligand is different to the central metal atom or ion. Therefore, these ligands are known as ambidentate ligand. Suppose ligand bonds with metal as NO2 and second as ONO. NO2 or ONO. Here the formula is NO2. But in first case, bonding take place from nitrogen and second bonding take place from oxygen. Therefore, such types of ligands are known as ambidentate ligand. Example is, here suppose there is CO, then NS35, then NO2 and Cl2, and second is CO, here NS35, then ONO and Cl2. In the first complex compound, bonding of this NO2 ligand is from nitrogen to the central metal ion cobalt, and in second, bonding with cobalt is from the oxygen, and the formula is here NO2. This is again NO2, but bonding take place from oxygen here and here from nitrogen. Therefore, these ligands are known as ambidentate ligands. Other ligands like here thiocyanate, SCN and NCS, they also act as ambidentate ligands, and they are the ambidentate ligands. Next one is polydentate ligands. Mainly there are two types of ligands. One is known as monodentate ligand, they forms only one coordinate bond, and second is known as polydentate ligand. It is also called as multidentate ligand. Second type is polydentate ligand. It is also known as multidentate ligand. When ligand forms two or more than two coordinate bonds with central metal atom or ion, that ligands are known as polydentate ligands or multidentate ligands. Example is ethylene diamine. Ethylene diamine is bidentate ligand, and every ligand forms two coordinate bond. Then oxalate ion C2O4 double minus, it also forms two coordinate bonds, and it is called as bidentate ligand. If you take the example of EDTA, ethylene diamine, tetraacetic acid, here it forms the tetraacetate ions. Four bonds from that four acetate ions and two bonds from nitrogen. Total it is called as hexadentate ligand, means it forms six coordinate bond, and all these are the examples of polydentate ligands. Polydentate ligands are either bidentate ligand, tridentate ligand, tetradentate ligand, pentadentate ligand or hexadentate ligand. All these are the examples of polydentate ligands or multidentate ligand, and these are some examples. Ethylene diamine, short form is EN, oxalate ion C2O4 double minus, EDTA, it is a hexadentate ligand, and these are the examples of polydentate ligand. There are some ligands, they forms the ring structure, and when ring formation is there, it is called as a chelate, means next type of ligand is a chelate. Next type of ligand is a chelate. The Greek word chelate means crab claw. The Greek word chelate means crab claw. Like a crab claw, number of bonds are formed with central metal atom or ion by ligands, and these ligands are known as a chelate ligand. That ligands are chelating agents, and total phenomenon in formation of complex compound is known as a chelation. Example is ethylene diamine, short form is EN. It is a chelate ligand. In that chelate ligand, here is a CH2 then CH2, then NH2, here NH2, and it forms two coordinate bonds with metal or metal ion. At that time, ethylene diamine behaves as a chelate. It forms two coordinate bonds. At the same time, there is a formation of ring structure. There is a formation of ring structure. That ring is known as a heterocyclic ring. Once heterocyclic ring is formed by chelate compound, then it gives more stability, and there are so many examples of chelate. You know that oxalate ion, ethylene diamine is bidentate hexadentate ligand, DMG is also bidentate ligand, dimethyl glycoside, and all these are the examples of chelate compound, and they forms the ring structure or heterocyclic ring. Once there is a formation of heterocyclic ring, that compound is known as a chelate compound. That compound is known as chelate compound. How chelate compound is formed? Chelating agent forms the chelate compounds. In that chelate compounds, that ligand donate two or more than two lone pair of electrons, and corresponding or respective coordinate bonds are formed there. Once that bond is formed, it gives a ring structure or heterocyclic ring. That heterocyclic ring has exceptional stability. More stability is there. Once more stable is compound, then stability is there, and this stability depends upon charges. More the charge present on central metal ion, then more be the stability. Here Fe3 plus and Fe2 plus. Here Fe3 plus oxidation state is more, and therefore when heterocyclic ring is formed, Fe3 plus forms the more stable compound as compared to the Fe3 plus. And these are some important points of chelation, chelating agents, and some important characters of chelate compound. And this is the example for formation of chelate compound. One more example is, suppose there is a formation of Cr twice, here Cl3. In this complex compound, chromium is central metal ion, two ethylene diamines are here chelating agent and forms the 4 bond, and here 3 chloride ions are outside the square bracket. Here ring structure is formed, and it gives exception stability for this Cr twice Cl3. Cr thrice Cl3. And these are the chelating compounds, and chelate compounds has high stability. Charge on this is equal to +3. High oxidation or high charges compound forms the chelation. Next point is, what are the comparison points between chelate compound and coordination compound? Next point is comparison points between chelate compound and coordination compound. Here, suppose first one is complex compound, and second is chelate compound. What is a complex compound? Generally, monodentate ligands or other ligands combine, and just single bond is formed. It gives the complex compound. Here in chelate compounds, 2 or more than 2 lone pair of electrons are donated, and there is a formation of chelate compound. In the complex compound, there is a formation of a ring structure. That ring structure is known as heterocyclic ring. Here, ring compound is not formed by this complex compound, but in the second one, there is a formation of ring or heterocyclic compound is formed. Then third one, it has a less stability. When heterocyclic ring is formed, it has more stability. Then fourth comparison points in complex compound and chelate compound is that when this has a less stability, here complex compound is formed with low oxidation state or low charge metal ions, and here these chelate compounds are formed in high oxidation state or charged metal ions. And fifth comparison point in complex compound and chelate compound is, here example is, suppose there is a formation of here K4 then FeCN6. In this complex compound, 6 cyanide ligands are directly attached to the iron metal ion and a single coordinate bond is formed there. Total 6 coordinate bonds are formed. There is no formation of heterocyclic ring or ring structure. It has a less stability. Charge on this is equal to here 6 here is equal to + 2. But in other compounds, suppose 5, there is a formation of CrEn twice, here Cl3. Here chromium has a charge 3+. Every ligand of ethylene diamine forms 2 coordinate bond. Total 2 ligands are there, 4 coordinate bonds are formed. There is a formation of ring structure, heterocyclic ring is formed. That compound is more stable, that has high oxidation state, and this is the example for chelate compound. And these are some comparison points between the complex compound and heterocyclic compound of chelate. And that is the end of our some important points or terms in coordination chemistry. Okay, thank you.